rumored that remote-controlled missiles, which could be fired without human involvement, may rest within their perimeters. However, the fact that the town is still active and the project at Ural Mountains continues to develop suggests there is more going on here. It's similar to America's Area 51 and its rumored hidden secrets. The only 2 battalions for resistance make sure no other person enters at all. Most information about this place has been gathered only through photos taken by satellites as well as from Moscow. For Mezhgoria is claimed to be used for extracting minerals as well as an emergency safe haven in the event of national leaders' contingencies, alongside storage depot for valuables, jewels, among others. Despite many questions, the Russian government has offered several explanations, none of which are entirely clear or convincing. They have suggested it could be a food storage facility, a shelter for Russian leaders, or a large mining operation. Many people still think there might be a secret base in this area. Only time will reveal if it's a nuclear site. For now, Mezhgori remains off limits, and its true purpose is still uncertain. Here is our subscriber's pick for today. Certain places around the globe hold secrets that remain undiscovered by most of us. These mysteries are kept hidden out of reach from our gazes. That's what makes them so captivating. Among these destinations are the 15 places where entry is prohibited. Each of these locations has a tale to tell, not just because they are off limits, but because of the secrets they safeguard. From Snake Islands to the tomb of Qin Shi Huang, China, these places ignite our imaginations. Just imagine setting foot in one of these areas. How exciting and forbidden it would be. However, for now, we can only ponder about what lies beyond those restricted access signs. So what do you find most intriguing about these areas? Would you be able to resist the temptation to explore them if given the opportunity? Feel free to share your thoughts, responses, and craziest speculations in the comments section. Number 5. Bohemian Grove, United States. A boys' club is a place where only men are allowed for some special activities, like going out for drinking parties together. A glorious sight for males to go have fun with themselves. Every July, very important persons from all corners of the world gather at the Grove to celebrate 2 weeks of unrestrained debauchery. United States presidents, statesmen, business moguls, and celebrities past and present are also members there. The event has an incantation, "Weaving spiders come not here," meaning that any transactions must not take place while at the venue. Infamously, in 1942, it was rumored that Bohemian Grove had hosted one such meeting about the Manhattan Project, which was behind atomic bomb making, although this claim lacks evidence. To be accepted, you must be a very important person. In other words, you'll never truly fit in here, even if you might want to. Everything that happens within these walls is kept highly confidential. Number 4. Mezhgori, Russia. There are many exclusive communities, but one of the most secretive is Mezhgori, a town in the Ural Mountains. It is about 120 miles west of Ufa, the main city of Bashkortostan. Since it was founded in 1979, people have guessed that Mezhgori might store nuclear missiles, but this has never been confirmed. There are also rumors that long-range missiles with automatic controls might be there, but this is not certain. 2 battalions guard the town so tightly that no one can get in without their permission. For the past 40 years, access has been extremely restricted. The true purpose of Mezhgori remains unknown. The only information available comes from satellite images. The Kremlin claims that the town is used for mining, serves as an emergency bunker for Russian politicians, or might even be a place where national treasures are stored. However, these claims have not been independently verified. Established in 1979, the small town of Mezhgori is one of Russia's most secretive locations. It believes that Mezhgori might have long-range missiles with automatic controls, but this has never been proven. The town is protected by 2 battalions, so no one can enter without permission. About 120 kilometers west of Ufa, Mezhgori is officially said to be a mining area or an emergency shelter for Russian politicians. The real purpose is not clear, as most of what we know comes from satellite pictures. The Kremlin also hints that it might store national wealth. Despite many rumors, the exact details about Mezhgori remain unknown. Number 3. The Dome of the Rock, Jerusalem. One of the most sacred places in the world is the Temple Mount, the holiest site for Jews. This temple dates back to the 1st century before Christ. It's the third holiest site for Sunni Muslims after Mecca and Medina. But within the Temple Mount is an even more sacred and exclusive site, the Dome of the Rock. This golden Islamic shrine is the icon of Jerusalem. For centuries, Christian pilgrims were allowed to visit and experience the Temple Mount. However, rising violence against pilgrims in Jerusalem, including the destruction of the Holy Sepulchre, led to the Crusades. They handed the Dome of the Rock over to the Augustinians, who converted it into a church. Meanwhile, the nearby Al-Aqsa Mosque was first used as a royal palace, and later, for most of the 12th century, served as the headquarters of the Knights Templar. The Templars, who started their activities around the year 1119, thought that the Dome of the Rock was the location of the Temple of Solomon. They called it the Templum Domini. This belief was so significant that the Dome of the Rock appeared on the official seals of the Order's Grand Masters, such as Everard de Bar and Renaud de Vichier. As a result, the design of the Dome of the Rock soon became a key inspiration for Round Templar churches built throughout Europe. However, there are already rules for visiting the Temple Mount, but the Dome of the Rock's entrance is reserved for those who practice Islam only. Non-Muslims are not allowed inside the holy walls. Number 2. Niihau, United States. Niihau is called the Forbidden Island, and that's not an exaggeration. Even its visibility is hidden. You can only see it as the sun sets over Kauai's Kekaha Beach when its shape appears. This island is off limits to most people, allowing only the Robinson family, United States Navy personnel, government officials, and guests to visit. Only the islanders can see the island's beauty, all of whom were original inhabitants before it was bought in the 1860s. However, this island features several lakes that provide important wetland habitats for the Hawaiian coot, stilt, and duck. Niihau is also a crucial habitat for the endangered Brighemia insignis, a distinctive Hawaiian plant. Transitioning to its history, in 1864, Elizabeth Sinclair purchased Niihau for $10,000 from the Kingdom of Hawaii, which would be approximately $190,000 today. This island has stayed in the Sinclair family and is now managed by the Robinson family. During World War II, Niihau gained attention for the Niihau incident, where a Japanese pilot crashed on the island after the Pearl Harbor attack and was helped by residents of Japanese descent. Since 1987, a limited number of supervised tours and hunting trips have been offered to tourists. Bruce and Keith Robinson currently manage the island, and its residents are well known for their unique crafts and primarily speak Hawaiian. Moving on to demographic details of this island, the United States Census Bureau includes Niihau and the nearby Lehua Island in a census tract of Kauai County. In the year 2000, the population was 160, predominantly native Hawaiians. By 2010, it had grown to 170, but by 2020, it had decreased to 84. Many residents support themselves through fishing and farming, while others rely on welfare. Everyone lives rent-free, and meat is provided at no cost. Niihau has no telephone service or paved roads. Horses are the main mode of transportation, and bicycles are also used. Without power lines, the island relies on solar power for electricity. There is no plumbing or running water. Water is collected from rain. Most of these conditions were set by the Robinson family. There are no hotels, and groceries are delivered by barge from Kauai, often bought by relatives, with free shipping. Some residents have radios and television sets, but limited reception means TV is mainly used for pre-recorded content. Niihau experiences regular droughts that sometimes force residents to temporarily move to Kauai until the rain returns. People also travel to Kauai for work, medical care, or school, and many consider both islands home. To avoid long boat rides, the island's owners use helicopters for emergencies and to transport Navy contractors and residents to Kauai. Number 1. The Queen's Bedroom, Buckingham Palace. To wrap up, Buckingham Palace is a major global attraction. It is not just a royal home in London, but also the main office of the British monarch. Located in the city of Westminster, the palace is often at the center of state occasions and royal hospitality. Buckingham Palace is enormous, covering an area of 355 feet by 390 feet and standing 80 feet tall. It has a staggering 830,000 square feet of space inside. The palace boasts an impressive 775 rooms, each with its unique purpose. There are 188 bedrooms for staff, 92 offices, and 78 bathrooms. The royal family has 52 bedrooms, and there are 19 grand rooms for special events. But that's not all. The palace also has some amazing extras. There's a post office, a cinema, and even a swimming pool. If someone needs medical attention, there's a doctor's office on site. And for the royal jewelers, there's a workshop where they can create stunning pieces. But while there are public tours of many of the rooms and gardens of the palace, one room is strictly off limits: the Queen's bedroom where she sleeps. That is, of course, unless your name is Michael Fagan, who broke into the Queen's bedroom in the 1980s in one of the biggest security breaches of all time. He climbed a 20-foot wall and pulled himself up a drain pipe, all for a wager with his friends. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.